Hello everyone, this is Nirjhar Gupta from Department of Civil Engineering, SIRT, Bhopal. In today's lecture, we will be discussing about the different aspects of the highway engineering, mainly that comes in the transportation engineering. Under this, today we will be learning about the geometrical design of highway. Under this geometrical design of highway, we will be following the IRC codes, that is Indian Road Congress, or that is the code number 431980. Under this geometrical design, there are four different parameters. The first among and the basic among them is the cross-sectional elements. This cross-sectional elements involves the different 6 stages. Along with the cross-sectional elements, we are having the sight distance, that is the vision available for the driver for the safe driving. The third one is the horizontal alignment. Horizontal alignments includes the super elevation, extra widening and all the alignment that are horizontally provided on the highway. The next among them and the last is the vertical alignment, that is the curves, summit curve and valley curve that are provided in the highway. So in today's lecture, we will be focusing more over towards the cross-sectional elements, and these are the different cross-sectional elements which are majorly observed and required in this highway engineering. The first among them is the cross slope and the camber. What is the camber? That this thing, if we go in depth about it, or the water that accumulates on the road, that is because just of the camber not provided on the road. If we provide the camber, it provides the horizontal drainage and increase the life of the road also. The second, if we see the width of the pavement, it is also governed by all these parameters are followed by the IRC codes provision, and in this width of the pavement, depending upon the load on or the type of traffic that is on the road, or we can say depending upon the PCU count, the width of the pavement is decided. Suppose if we are moving on a single lane road, then single lane road width is the 3.75 meters, and if we are increasing it to the double lane road, then we are moving up to 7 meters and further on depending upon the traffic and as per the values provided by the IRC. Same is the curbs. Curbs provide the lateral stability to the road. They provide the along with the lateral stability, they provide the dividing median also between the road and the shoulders. That is the next part. This is also provided in the case of the emergency when a person is driving in the certain situations where if the person has to park its vehicle or it has to just provide the way for the fast moving vehicle, they can move to the shoulders and give the passage to the fast moving or the vehicle coming from ahead or behind. Now moving to the divider, they separate the traffic, opposite moving traffic, and provide the safety for the road users also. Last is the width of the formation. Along these all parameters, if we combine, then it includes the width of the formation. And in order to have the better experiential learning of all these topics, we shall be moving to the field. In order to have the better understanding of the topics that we are taught in the classroom, we are in the field for the experiential learning of the geometrical design of the highway. As you could see that this is the cement concrete road. We are having two different types of pavement and we are standing on the cement concrete road, and this is the divider, that is what we call it as the median of the road. So if we see, then this part is known as the median, and both the yellow part that is being shown in the road is the width of the pavement. So if we go in depth about this, and if you could see that there is no water on the road, that means the road is being provided with the sufficient camber. So this is all about the different elements and in order to have the better understanding. So this was all about the experiential learning for the highway engineering. Thank you.